Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a little bit different than our normal scheduled content, but I really felt like I needed to post a video here on my YouTube channel. If you follow my Twitter or Instagram account, you might have noticed that I'm super active and supporting and sharing information on Black Lives Matter, and I just felt like I wanted to address it here and kind of just talk about some things now that I've been able to collect some of my thoughts and I'm not angry and emotional about this topic. So I know a majority of you who watch my content are over 18, but I do have some young fans out there. And before you click off this video and you think that this doesn't apply to you, I want to tell you that this 100% applies to you, and we are so passionate about the Black Lives Matter movement because we're fighting for your future. So please listen to what I have to say. I'll try to articulate it as best as I can. So the first few days when the protests started happening, I didn't feel right making content, recording content, posting content. I skipped a few days and I did what felt right, and that was paint. So I did some paintings and I wrote a lot and I consumed information, and I did a painting on a t-shirt that says Black Lives Matter, so I can wear this, in my videos while I'm playing Beat Saber to support the movement silently and just spread the word. So I posted a photo of me wearing this Black Lives Matter shirt on the community tab and on my Instagram. And although that there were so many people supporting me in the BLM movement, I did see some comments of people saying, all lives matter. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what it really means when you say all lives matter during this Black Lives Matter movement. So those who support Black Lives Matter also believe that all lives matter. But historically and currently, George Floyd being the last tipping point, Black people have been treated unfairly. They have not been treated equally around the world. And there is some deep-seated racism that needs to be addressed and stopped. So until Black Lives Matter, then all lives cannot matter. I hope that makes sense. There were some really great analogies that I read. I'll put some in the description to kind of, if you're more of a visual person, to try to help you understand that. So just because you haven't experienced racism doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It just means that you have been privileged enough to not have dealt with it. So that is why it is hard for people to put themselves in other people's shoes, because they haven't lived through it. And the whole idea around Black Lives Matter is to recognize and see the pain that they have had to deal with, their ancestors, and see how terrified they are to go drive out in their car, go out into the world, do these daily things that you wouldn't even think twice about being scared for your life. The whole goal of Black Lives Matter is not to segregate races. It's not saying black is better than white. It's saying, I see you. I see you, Black people. I feel you. I'm here for you. I understand, and I want to understand, and I am fighting for equality. So now is the time for us to really educate ourselves and to also educate others, because it starts at your home. So I am lucky enough to not have to deal with family members who disagree with my beliefs, but I know it's hard, and I know so many people out there are struggling with this. The only thing that we can do is to try our best to communicate calmly and educate ourselves on the history. I have also put some links in the description for books and documentaries that you can watch. Some of them are not appropriate for kids, and some books are appropriate for kids. So just be mindful of that when you're searching them. There are a ton of different ways that you can spread awareness and support of BLM. You do not have to go to a protest if you feel unsafe. I know we still have a pandemic going around, and When Red and I we went to a protest here in Los Angeles. We got ourselves tested and quarantined ourselves so we don't infect anyone else. We're still trying to be responsible about this, but some things are worth going out there for and fighting for. I've also put in the description a bunch of links where you can donate. I know times are really tough right now for a lot of people, and if you cannot donate, there are so many other ways that you can help, even just by watching a YouTube video. I'm going to link it right here. All of the ads from that YouTube video is going towards the BLM movement. There's a ton of streamers that are raising money that you can support that way. You can really just share Black creators, raise awareness about the Black community, whether they're cosplayers, gamers, streamers, musicians, anything. Show your support that way. It doesn't always have to be with money. Now is the time. Now is the time for your voice to be heard. Here on the channel, and even through the brand that has developed through this, we've always been about spreading love and positivity and accepting one another and looking beyond someone's appearance. And I really hope that that rings true for a lot of you in the community, and that you take that and use that in your everyday life, and you stand up for what you believe in, and you stand up for what you think is right. Because to be honest with you, this is just the beginning of trying to change a very broken system. So with that being said, please continue spreading the word. Please continue spreading love and positivity. I love you all so much, and we are in this together. Black Lives Matter.